Hey guys, it's Russell back, and on today's video, I'm going to be testing and reviewing Relentless Drive Ultimate Car Wash Shampoo. I've never used this before, and actually before I started to do the Amazon Soap Fest, I had never heard of it before. This is strangely similar to Optimum. They use the same bottle, it's got the same kind of viscous blue car soap, so I'm not saying it is the same, I'm just saying it's very suspicious. Anyway, they must have saved money on the printing of the label because there's hardly anything on the back. There's some very, very sparse directions, if you will. And it's 1 ounce per gallon, as most of our car soaps have been in the Amazon Soap Fest. Oddly, it gives ingredients on the back, like you would find on something you were going to eat. Nowhere on the bottle does it say that it is pH neutral or friendly or won't strip wax. Hopefully it won't. We're going to see. We're going to find out together. And as we've done before, I'm going to be using our MTM Submachine gun style foamer. I'll be using 10 ounces of water with 2 ounces of the Relentless Drive. And then we'll switch to our hand bucket test, where we will use 3 ounces of the Relentless Drive in our bucket, which is approximately 3 gallons of water. Now, it's about maybe 40 degrees outside. The weather is beautiful, but it's cold. I'm going to do this test for you guys anyway, even though I want to stay inside where it's warm.
Alright, I'm using my neighbor's 2016 Accord because it is so incredibly dirty and it's black, so this is a car that would basically only go through car washes. I will be doing a video later on I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up with the way the light is, but this car has considerable swirls and spider marks from taking it into the car wash. Look at that. So this will be a good test. Alright, I've got 10 ounces of warm water with 2 ounces of Relentless Drive. Let's see how this foams. Alright, so this has got to be the worst foam I have ever used. I don't even know where to start. The stuff is just super runny. I'm not denoting really any slickness in the water or in the foam. I would try to tell you what kind of foam cell structure is on here, but there's just not much. Guys, I don't think this is going to last 6 minutes. To be real honest, I just don't see if it will, but okay, so we'll come back in 6 minutes unless it's all dried, and then I'll come back earlier. This is very amusing. Okay, here we are about 6 minutes later, and well, it's pretty much almost all dried on the sides. There's maybe less than 10% left. and it's a little bit more left, maybe 25% on the hood. It's extremely thin. So let's go ahead and rinse this off and see what it does to the paint. Hopefully it will at least remove the non-bonded contaminants. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and do the bucket portion of our test. As I said before, this is pretty much the same bottle, and it looks like the same, well, very similar to Optimum that we've tested before, and I'm not saying at all that this is just relabeled, because it really doesn't act like Optimum. It's a mildly viscous soap. Well, it has almost no scent at all to it, which is very strange. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 ounces in our bucket. Some of you may ask why I'm using my neighbor's car, and the reason is it's a time thing. I've got probably 20 something soaps to do, and if I do one a week, you know, that's going to bring us into halfway into next year, and I'm trying to speed this up. So I just can't do my car twice a week. It's just not, doesn't get dirty enough. But my neighbor, fortunately, has a 9th gen Accord, so it just fits right in. So I'm going to go ahead and agitate this by hand just a little bit. You probably note that the soap sits on the bottom, just like a viscous soap has done for us in the past. And just mixing it up by hand a little bit. I don't feel any lubrication at all. But let's get the pressure washer, agitate this, and see what kind of foamage we get. Okay, so it makes pretty much, I would say, a normal grade foam. I don't hear that it's breaking down like some foams will do right after you agitate them. It's mostly medium cell bubble structure here with a few large ones in between. And I do feel a little bit of lubrication in the water. Not a lot, but I do feel some. And as I've told you before, that's really the most important aspect of a good car soap that you're going to use, is to have lubrication. So I'm going to go ahead and get my multiple microfiber. Well, actually, I'm not going to use microfiber this time. I'm just going to use my lamb's wool. I may have one microfiber mitt in there, but we're going to use multiple mitts. It takes 4 to do a 9th gen Accord properly, and that way we never take dirt from the car and put it back into the bucket. The water here will stay pristinely clean. So let's go ahead and see how this does in a hand wash. Okay, so before I go ahead and dry the car, which I usually do off camera, I wanted to show you guys what paint looks like that has absolutely no wax or sealant protection on it. Now keep in mind this is a 2016 Accord. It's my neighbor's, as I said earlier, and this has probably never been hand washed. It's been taken through car washes this entire year of life. And if you notice, the water is just kind of sitting on the paint as a sheet. There is almost no beading whatsoever. So one of my plans with this car is to get this paint back to the condition that mine is. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there is an extreme amount of swirls and spider scratches in this car. If the camera, hopefully it's picking it up. I usually have to get it with the sun's behind me. But it's just full of them, and black is going to show up the most. But the reason is because it's, you know, the way that it's been washed its whole life. So that's going to be able to be eliminated. Okay, I'm going to do a separate video showing you guys how to take that out so that this looks like a black mirror. Not on this video, but it will be hopefully in the coming weeks. I'll show you how to clay bar the car properly. I'll show you how to do the wheels properly. And we'll get this back so it looks like it's better than when it came out of the assembly line. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up as soon as I dry this car. Alright guys, I want to go ahead and give you my final thoughts on this car soap, and I gotta tell you, I don't like it. It's maybe about a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10 as a foam, and maybe a 3 at the most in a hand wash. Probably if you doubled the dilution ratio of the soap to water, it would probably do a little better. But it's just not. It's not a very good soap, unfortunately. So I'll give it an overall rating of 2.5 when you combine those. Now I want you guys to see if the camera's picking up all the... This car is only a year old. Okay, as I said before, it's nothing but car washes, the drive-through kind, which is, you know, to do that on a black car is not cool. There's a lot of imperfections in the paint, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably do a buffing video, show you how to do that. We'll do some before and after and just show you how nice that this paint can be, because it's definitely, you know, it needs work. It's got a lot of swirls, but that can all, pretty much 99% all come out. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you liked it on this car. This car is going to be in more of my videos so I can do these reviews a little quicker. And you know, you guys get to see them a little faster. So guys, I will see you guys in the next video.